Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I last posted a video, so today I'm just gonna make another Proton Persona MC2 video, just to share with you an update on this car. So for those who don't know, I usually make videos on the Proton Persona MC2, right? So this time I'm just gonna make another video talking about the Proton Persona MC2. So I've been driving this car for about 1 year now. Okay, so this car is actually 1 year old. I remember I first got this car somewhere in mid-March 2022. So that's why I have decided to make another update video on the Proton Persona MC2. So basically this is just my personal opinion on this car since I've been driving this car for about 1 year now. I think this video would be beneficial for all of you who are still interested in getting this car. From what I know, this car is still a really popular car because there are a lot of people putting in orders for this car, and there are still people waiting for their first Proton Persona MC2 to arrive, right? So I guess this is a good time to share some information about this car, especially after 1 year, right? So I will be sharing my personal experience driving this car, the pros, the cons, the problems I faced during my 1 year owning this car. So yeah, I'm just gonna be real honest, and I'm just gonna give you my feedback regarding this car. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into it, guys. Alright guys, so let's start by talking about some of the problems that I have encountered while driving this car. So as you know, this car is already 1 year old, so basically there are some minor problems that I have encountered so far. Okay, so the first one is regarding the infotainment system. I feel that the infotainment system has gotten really slow, right? When I first got this car, the infotainment system is quite smooth. When you scroll past the apps, when you open the apps, everything was quite smooth back then, 1 year ago. Okay, but nowadays it takes a long time to boot up. If I remember correctly, it only takes 40 seconds for the system to fully prepare itself once you start your car, but nowadays it takes about 1 minute to fully prepare itself. Yeah, so it has like a 1 minute booting time right now. And what I noticed is the system is starting to get a bit laggy. Yeah, it's not as smooth as before, I feel. Yeah, so sometimes when you play Spotify or something, it's not that smooth. And another thing is that the reverse camera is starting to be a bit laggy. It's not as smooth as I first got the car, because if I remember correctly, the only time that the camera is not smooth or laggy is when you first start up the car, right? Because it takes about 40 seconds for the system to boot up. But nowadays, the camera is always laggy. Sometimes when you are want to reverse, sometimes when you need the reverse camera and you want to use it and you put it on reverse, and suddenly it gets all laggy and you can't really use it properly. So that's another thing about the infotainment system, which is the reverse camera. It's starting to get a bit laggy nowadays. It's not as smooth as it used to be before. So sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's not, so I'm not sure what the issue is, right? Yeah, so as you can see, the reverse camera is working fine, just that it's not as smooth as before. Okay, now I'm just parking the car, so it looks okay. But sometimes when you are reversing, it's not it's not performing as well as it should be, right? Yeah. So another problem that I encounter with this car is with the side mirror. Normally when you lock your car, the side mirror will automatically fall inwards. Okay, just like any other car, when you lock your car, the side mirror will just fall in. Okay, previously the side mirror was working really well. It didn't have any issues for the first 11.5 months, I think. Only recently the right side can't fall in, so there is problem with this right side mirror. But the left side is working well, so which means when you lock your car, the left side still fall in, but the right side remain like this. So obviously there is problem with the right side. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, so I'm just gonna switch off the car and I'm just gonna lock the car. Okay, so I'm just gonna lock the car. Right, so the car is locked and you can see that the right side mirror is not folding in, but the left side is folded. Okay, let me unlock the car. Right, so you can see the left side mirror is folding out while the right side is still the same, so it's not moving at all. So there is problem with the right side window. Okay, and another problem that I encounter is the windshield wiper. Right, so this is actually the first problem that I encountered with this car. The car wipers weren't working properly back then when we first got the car, but now it's okay, because we sent it to the service center and they got it checked, and after that it's okay. But before that, we can't really use the car wiper because I don't know, something wrong with the rubber or something. Yeah, so basically it was jerking, it was not moving smoothly. It was shaking and it makes a loud sound, especially when you turn it on during rainy days. You can't really use it because the wiper is like this, it's shaking so bad, it's jittery, it's not smooth at all, so you can't really use it even on rainy days. Alright, so it's a bit annoying, to be honest, but we got that sorted out, so it's working fine now. But when we first got it, it's not smooth at all. Yeah, so it's really annoying, but now it's okay, it's not a problem. Okay, and another thing that I would like to talk about is with the aircon unit. So previously when I first got the car, the aircon feels really cold, right? And usually I would put it on like the third fan speed, and you can feel that the air back then was stronger, the fan back then was stronger. But nowadays when I put it on the third speed, I feel that the fan is not blowing as hard as before. Somehow the speed of the fan has reduced. I'm not sure if there's something wrong or not, but it feels that the fan is not blowing as hard as before when I first got the car. Okay, so nowadays I have to turn it up a little bit to feel the fan speed, but even then, even I turn it up to the fourth level, it still feels that the air coming out is not strong, right? As compared to when I first got the car, I usually just leave it at 2 because I can feel that 2 or 3, I can feel the air con blowing up, quite strong. But nowadays it takes about 4, or you have to put 4 or 5, then you only feel the air coming out. Okay, I'm not sure if this is an actual problem, but I just feel that the fan is not blowing as hard as before, and the aircon is also not as cool as before, so maybe I should go and get it checked or something. Yeah, so yeah guys, those are just a few problems that I have encountered since I've gotten this car. There are just minor problems, not that serious ones, nothing wrong with the engine, transmission, brakes, or things like that. It's just minor things, like things not working as well as it should be, like the infotainment system, like the reverse camera and things like that. Just a few minor problems, especially with the side mirror and also the windshield wiper. Yeah, But other than that, everything is still working fine. Just not as efficient as it used to be, but everything else is basically still working fine. Okay. So now let's just talk about the good things, you know, the things I like about this car after 1 year of driving it. Okay, so what I can say is it's mostly positive. The driving experience is really good. I really like driving this car. It still feels really smooth. I don't have the, you know, experience of, like people say, you know, the car jerks a lot, something wrong with the transmission, it's not as smooth as it should be. But for me personally, I've never experienced that problem once. So far, nothing wrong with my transmission. Everything is still, you know, really good. It drives really smooth. I really enjoy the driving experience in this car because like I said before, the seats in this car is slightly elevated. You know, it feels as if you are sitting in a mini SUV, like maybe like a Ativa or something. You know, because the seats are so high up, you feel that you can see the road better. So the driving vision is better in this car. So that's what I like about this car, right? So when you drive, you can actually see the road really well. So yeah, it's a good experience, to be honest. Okay guys, so another thing that I like about this car is the leatherette seats. So as you can see, this is the premium version. So it comes with the leatherette seats, and I find that these seats are really comfortable, guys. Yes, I can really tell you that because I spend a lot of time driving this car, and I spend a lot of time sitting here in this particular seat, and it's really comfortable, and it's good for long distance driving, I guess. Yeah, and I always feel comfortable sitting here in these seats. Yeah, so I really recommend you guys to get the Proton Persona Premium Edition because it comes with the leatherette seats. I feel that it's really worth the money. You know, you pay extra but you get the leatherette seats, and I guess this is one of the strong point of this car. It is really comfortable. Okay guys, so as you can see, the seats are still in really good condition and it still looks like new. Okay, and the color is also really nice. I really like the seats, guys, seriously. Yeah. Yes, and another thing that I enjoy is this armrest. I feel that this armrest is a really good addition to the car, because I know previously I don't think they have this armrest right here, right? The previous version of Proton Persona. And with this new Proton Persona MC2, they add in a armrest, and I feel that this armrest is really good and it's really comfortable as well. The material is good. It uses the same material as the leatherette seats, right? So when I drive, I usually put my arm here, and I can rest my arm here while I'm driving, so it feels really comfortable to have something to rest your arm, right? So this is a good thing. This is one of the things that I really like about this car, is the armrest. Okay. Alright guys, so another thing that I like about this car is the eco mode. So as you can see here, this is the eco button. When you press it, right, so when you press it, you can see the eco symbol light up, so that's when you know you are in eco mode. I really like this feature because it helps me to save some fuel. Usually I will use it when I'm stuck in a traffic jam or when I'm low on fuel, right? So this actually helps to make a difference. It's not much, but it does make a difference, guys. So it's a good feature to have. Okay. So as you can see, my average fuel consumption is 7.4, but normally when I use the eco mode, I get around 6.0 or 6.5, something like that, when I'm using eco mode. Okay. And I'm someone who don't really drive really fast. I usually drive around 60 to 80. Yeah, so I think this eco mode is really useful. But if you drive more than 100, the eco mode will stop working. Okay, so if you drive at speeds more than 100 kilometers per hour, the eco mode will automatically turn off. Okay, so if you want to drive in eco mode, you just drive below 100. So about 60 to 80, it's okay. Yeah. So I guess it's a good feature to have. That's one of my favorite feature in this car. Okay. Alright, so another thing that I learned to like about this car is the voice command feature. So I've been driving this car for 1 year, and I can say that the voice command feature is actually quite useful. So for a car that is below 60k, I think it's quite intelligent. So it's good to have this, voice command feature. So I think Proton did a good job, putting in this feature in this car. It helps me a lot, and it improves my driving experience. Because usually when I want to play songs on Spotify or something, right, it's too, tedious to look at my phone while I'm driving, and it's dangerous as well. So it's good to have a system that can help you to, play songs, bring up the GPS and things like that, right? So it's quite useful. So I kind of like the high Proton feature, and if you have the extra money, I recommend you to take the Proton Persona Premium Edition, because it comes with the voice command feature. So it's quite good. So yeah guys, that's basically it. My feedback, my opinion on this car, since I've been driving it for about 1 year now. So overall, this is a really good car to get, especially if you're looking for a sedan below 60k, because you don't find a lot of choices below 60k. It's usually the Saga, the Beza, or the Proton Persona. But I guess out of all of those cars, the Proton Persona would be the best sedan car to get under 60k, right? So overall, I think this car is a really good car, guys. I really enjoy driving this car every day. I feel that it drives really well. It handles really well, because Proton is really famous for that. They make good handling cars, and I enjoy driving it every day, right? Apart from the few problems that I had, minor problems, not that serious, everything else is just fine, right? So this is a good car to get. So if you are still waiting for your first Proton Persona, I think that you will not regret your decision. And for those who are thinking of getting this car, I think this is a good choice. So if you're looking for a car below 60k, this is one of the cars that you can get, especially if you're looking for a sedan car, like I said before. Okay, so yeah, that's all from me. And if you like the contents that I've been putting out recently, do give it a like, and do consider following if you like the contents that I've made. So I hope that all the videos that I've made, up until now is useful for all of you guys who are interested to get this car. Okay, so because I think that if you want to get a car, you need to know everything about that car, the pros, the cons, the driving experience and whatnot before you get the car, right? So that's why I decided to make videos about this car, because I really want people to know more about this car. And of course, when you buy something, you want to make the best decision, right? So that you don't regret, especially when you're buying a car, because cars, they cost a lot. They're not like computers, 3k 4k. Cars cost like 30k 60k 100k. You spend a lot of money. So it's best that you make the right decision. Okay, so that's why I make videos on the Proton Persona MC2, because I really want people to know more about this car before they get this car. Okay, and thank you for all the support that you have given me all this while making these videos. I got a few subscribers. In fact, I've already got over 400 plus subscribers right now, which is quite extraordinary. I never expect to get any subscribers, but there are people who enjoy watching my content. So thank you for supporting my channel, and I hope to see you again in the future. Bye bye.